My beloved ones, I see you. I see the heavy burdens you carry on your shoulders. You carry mountains of scriptures, centuries of dogmas, and the weight of your ancestors' fears. You come to me seeking answers. You come to me asking, oh, what should I believe in? And I say to you, drop it all. Why are you so afraid of the empty space? Why are you so terrified of not knowing? You are holding on to your beliefs as if they are lifeboats in a stormy ocean. But I am here to tell you that your lifeboats are made of stone. They are the very things dragging you down to the bottom. If you are truly ready to be light, if you are truly ready to fly into the open sky of consciousness, then you have arrived at the right place. But be warned, I am not here to give you comfort. I am not here to give you a new pacifier to suck on. I am here to wake you up. And waking up is never comfortable. It is a shock. If you have the courage to drop your false securities and face the truth of your own being, then stay with me. Press that subscribe button right now. Not because I need followers, but because you need a reminder to return to this space of awareness. Join this commune of seekers who are brave enough to stand alone. Let us begin where you are. You are full of questions. Your mind is a marketplace of questions. Is there a God? Is there a soul? What happens after death? What is right and what is wrong? You think these questions are a problem. You want the answer, so the question will stop pestering you. But have you ever looked deep into the nature of a question? Questions seem to be the offspring of the capacity to doubt. Have you ever thought about it? A cow does not ask questions. A stone does not ask questions. Only man asks. Why? Because only man has the intelligence to doubt. Doubt is not a sin. The priests have told you for centuries that doubt is a sin. They want you to feel guilty for doubting. They say, have faith, do not doubt. But I say to you, doubt is the spark of an alive and active intelligence. Without questions and thus without doubt, how can intelligence continue to flourish? It cannot. If you kill doubt, you kill your intelligence. You become a zombie. You become a sheep. Look at the history of humanity. All the progress, all the science, all the discovery has come from doubt. Someone doubted that the earth was flat. Someone doubted that the sun revolves around the earth. Because they doubted, they inquired. Because they inquired, they found the truth. But in the world of the inner, you have been told to stop doubting. You have been handed cheap beliefs. You have been told Jesus saves or the Quran is the final word. And because you are afraid, because you are childish, you accept it. You say, okay, I believe. And the moment you say, I believe, your intelligence goes to sleep. The moment you believe, the inquiry stops. I am not against questions. In fact, I love your question. Not because I am interested in giving you an answer. We will come to that later. But because your questioning shows that you are still alive. It is true in the beginning. In the beginning of the journey, doubt helps your intelligence, sharpens it. It acts like a sword. It cuts through the rubbish that society has put into your head. When you ask, who am I? You are doubting the name your parents gave you. You are doubting the identity your job gives you. You are doubting the reflection you see in the mirror. That doubt is holy. That doubt is the first step towards the temple of truth. Questioning makes you aware of many possibilities of which you may not have been aware before. Before the question, you were living in a small, dark tunnel. You thought, this is it. This is life. Get a job. Get married. Produce children, die. That was your tunnel. Then a question arises. Is this all there is? Suddenly, the tunnel cracks open. A ray of light enters. You see a possibility that perhaps life is not just biology. Perhaps life is poetry. Perhaps life is a dance. So Do not be afraid of your doubts. Sharpen them, polish them, let them be intense. The more intense your doubt, the more intense your inquiry will be. If you are feeling this, if you are feeling that your old beliefs are starting to crack, share this video with a friend who is so struggling. Maybe they are stuck in the dogma of their family. Maybe they are suffering because they are trying to believe something they know is not true. Be a light for them. Share this. Now we must go deeper. Why do you believe? Have you ever asked yourself this? Why do you call yourself a Christian, a Hindu, a Mohammedan? You believe because you have doubt. Listen to me carefully. This may sound paradoxical, but it is the simple truth. You believe because you doubt. If you know, you don't need to believe. Do you believe in the sun? Do you say, I believe the sun is rising? No, you see it. You feel the warmth. It is a fact. You don't need a belief system to accept the sun. You don't need a priest to tell you the sun exists. You know it. You only believe in things you do not know. You believe in God because you do not know God. You believe in heaven because you have no experience of heaven. The belief is an antidote to doubt. It is a need to cover up the doubt. Deep down there is a knowing feeling, I don't know. This not knowing creates anxiety. The ego feels small, lost in this vast universe. So you grab a belief. You cover the whole of, I don't know, with a beautiful patch called the Holy Bible or the Vedas. You cover it up. But covering a wound does not heal it. It only hides it. And underneath the cover, the wound festers, the doubt remains. That is why believers are so fanatic. Have you observed this? Why are people so fanatic about their religion? Why do they want to kill others who do not agree with them? If you know the truth, you are calm. If I know the sun is rising and you say, no, it is night, I will not kill you. I will laugh. I will say, my poor friend, just open your eyes. I will take your hand and lead you outside. I won't cut off your head. But the religious fanatic will cut off your head. Why? Because by denying his belief, you are provoking his doubt. When you say his God is false, you are shaking his foundation. He is afraid that you might be right. He has to silence you to silence the doubt arising within himself. Belief creates violence. Belief creates separation. Belief makes you blind. So, you come to me with your questions and you expect me to give you answers to patch up your doubts. You want me to give you a new belief system. You want Oshoism. I am not going to do that. I love you too much to give you a belief. But this is only the beginning of the journey. The questioning, the doubting, it is the start. But where are we going at the end, when all your questions have disappeared? That is the goal. Not to find the answer, but to dissolve the question. The real master never gives you the answer. Let me repeat it. The real master never gives you the answer. So you cannot doubt it. If I give you an answer, if I say, God is a green turtle supporting the earth, what will happen? Your intellect will immediately jump in. You will say, but Osho, why green? Why a turtle? A new doubt arises. Any answer I give you will only create more questions. It is a hydra-headed monster. You cut off one head, 3 more grow. I am not a teacher. A teacher gives you information. A teacher gives you answers that you can write in your notebook and memorize for the examination. I am a master. My function is entirely different. He brings you to a point where all your questions disappear. I am here to take away your questions, not to answer them. I am here to unburden you. I want to leave you utterly empty. This is a surgery. It is painful. You love your questions. You think your philosophical questions are very deep. You polish them. You show them to your friends. Look at my profound existential crisis. It is just rubbish. I want to take that rubbish out. His answers are murderous. Yes, I am a murderer. I am here to kill your mind. I am here to chop off the head of your ego. My answers are killing your questions, destroying them mercilessly, bring you to a point where there is no question in your consciousness. Imagine a room filled with furniture. Old, broken furniture, tables, chairs, dusty rugs. You can hardly move. That is your mind right now. It is cluttered with questions and beliefs. I do not want to bring a new golden chair into that room. I want to empty the room. I want to throw out the furniture. I want to throw out the rugs. I want to throw out the dust, so that only the empty space remains, because only in that empty space can you experience the divine. The divine is not a theory. It is an experience of spaciousness. Are you following me, or is your mind already fighting with me? But Osho, you say, I need to know the meaning of life. I say to you, life has no meaning, and that is why it is so beautiful. Meaning is for things. A chair has a meaning, you sit on it. A pen has a meaning, you write with it. What is the meaning of a rose flower? It has no meaning. It is just there in its glory, in its fragrance. You are a rose flower. You are here to bloom, not to mean something. Drop this obsession with meaning. Drop this obsession with answers. If you are feeling a resistance, good. That means I am hitting the right spot. Comment below and tell me, what is the one belief you are afraid to let go of? Is it about God? Is it about yourself? Write it down. Bring it into the light. When you write it, you start to see it as an object separate from you. Let's start the surgery right there in the comment section. And the Master does not give you any answer that you can doubt. If I tell you be silent, can you doubt it? You can try. But if you are silent, the doubt cannot exist. Silence is not an opinion. Silence is an existential fact. This non-question. Consciousness is the answer. When the mind stops, when the spinning wheel of logic comes to a halt, when you look at the sunset and for a moment there is no chatter in your head. No, this is beautiful. No, I should take a photo. No, what will I have for dinner? Just presence. That presence is the answer. It is not an answer in words. It is an answer in being. And it is your experience. You cannot doubt it. It is there. When you have a headache, do you doubt it? Do you ask, do I believe I have a headache? No, you know it. It is your reality. When you fall into deep meditation, into that abyss of silence, you know it. It is more real than this computer screen, more real than my voice. It is self-evident. And from this point, silence and intelligence are just two aspects of the same thing. Now we are moving into dangerous territory. Society tells you that intelligence means being clever, having a high IQ, knowing many facts. I tell you, that is not intelligence. That is just memory. A computer has more memory than you. But is it intelligent? No. True intelligence arises from silence. Think of a lake. If the lake is turbulent, filled with waves and mud, can it reflect the moon? No. The reflection will be distorted, broken. That is your mind when it is full of questions and beliefs. But if the lake becomes totally silent, without a ripple, then the moon is reflected perfectly. That reflection is intelligence. It is the ability to see reality exactly as it is, without distortion. From this point, not knowing innocence and knowing are two aspects of the same thing. This is the state of the sage. The sage is like a child. He knows nothing in the sense of information. He carries no encyclopedia in his head. But he knows he is innocent. His mirror is clean. This is the mysterious world which is available to you. If you can pass the jungle of questions and doubts, you are standing at the edge of the jungle right now. The jungle is thick. It is full of thorns. the thorns of theology, the thorns of philosophy, the wild animals of your own conditioning. I am inviting you to cross this jungle. I cannot carry you. You have to walk on your own feet. But I can hold a light. I can show you the path. The path is not through more thinking. The path is through dropping the thinking. Reach into the clear where there are no questions and doubts and no answers either. Can you imagine a state where there are no answers? It sounds frightening to the ego. The ego feeds on answers. I am this. I am that. The world is this. When there are no answers, the ego begins to dissolve. It dies. And that is why you are afraid of silence. You are not afraid of noise. You are addicted to noise. You put on the radio, the television, you scroll on your phone, anything to avoid the silence. Because in the silence, you disappear. The false you disappears, but the real you, the eternal you, is born. Just you are in utter silence, with immense clarity, with tremendous sharpness. That's why I am against belief, because it will never allow you to reach to this stage. Belief is a barrier. It is a wall. It stops you in the very beginning of the journey. Imagine you want to explore a territory, but you have a map that is drawn by someone who has never been there. And you believe in the map so much that when the reality contradicts the map, you close your eyes. You say the map is holy. The reality must be wrong. This is what belief does. It blinds you to the territory. It will not help to make you more intelligent. It will make you more unintelligent. Look at the believers. Are they intelligent? They are repeating words like parrots. They are frightened. They are closed. They are not open to the fresh breeze of truth. It will make you more fanatic, superstitious. You wear a lucky charm. You avoid black cats. You bow down to statues. Is this intelligence? This is primitive fear. And religion has exploited this fear. It has institutionalized superstition. But it will not allow you to come into the clarity which can be called. The very goal of what transpires between master and the disciple. This relationship between you and me is not a relationship of a teacher and a student. It is a love affair. It is an alchemical process. My fire is burning. If you come close to me, you will catch fire. But if you are wearing the armor of belief, the fire cannot touch you. You have to come naked. You have to come without your armor. The goal is the moment of total silence. The moment where everything is crystal clear, no logic, no argument, just pure vision. But it has to be earned. You cannot buy it. You cannot get it by going to church every Sunday. That is too easy. That is for the lazy. Belief is cheap. Anyone can believe. It requires no courage. It requires no transformation. You remain the same greedy, angry, jealous person. But now you go to church and call yourself a Christian. You just painted the exterior of the house. The inside is still rotting. I am offering you something totally different. I am offering you a revolution. This will bring you something totally different. What I call trust in existence. Trust. This is the key word. And you must understand the distinction between belief and trust. In the dictionaries, they may look the same, but in existence, they are polar opposites. Click the like button if you are ready to drop the baggage. Let the algorithm know that there are people on this planet who value silence over noise. Now let us turn to trust. If belief is the cover-up of doubt, then what is trust? Trust is when you don't have any doubt. It is the absence of the disease. It is health. When you are healthy, you don't carry a bottle of medicine with you. You don't go around saying, I believe I am healthy. I really believe it. No, you simply live. You run, you dance, you enjoy. You forget about health completely. Trust is a state where the question of doubt simply does not arise. So, trust is not a belief. It is an experience. It is a knowing. but it is not a knowing of the head. It is a knowing of the blood, of the bones, of the very marrow of your being. Let me give you an example. You learn to swim. In the beginning, you are afraid. You doubt the water. You think the water is going to drown me. You fight with the water. You thrash your arms and legs. You try to stay on top of the water by force. This is the state of the non-believer, the skeptic. He fights. Then you get tired. You stop fighting. You relax. And suddenly a miracle happens. The water buoys you up. The water does not drown you. It supports you. In that moment, you realize a tremendous truth. The water is not your enemy. The water is your friend. Now you can float. You don't need to swim. You can just float on your back, looking at the sky. You are trusting the water. Do you have a belief in the water? Do you recite a creed? I believe in the hydro god. No, you simply trust. You are one with the element. This is what I mean by trust. It is a relaxation into existence. It is stopping the fight. It is realizing that this existence gave birth to you and it is ready to support you if only you stop struggling. There is another fundamental difference. Belief is always in something, in some doctrine, in some principle, in some philosophy. Belief always needs an object. You believe in Jesus. You believe in the Bible. You believe in democracy. You believe in reincarnation. It is always directed towards a specific idea or person. It is narrow. It excludes everything else. If you believe in the Bible, you cannot believe in the Quran. If you believe in Jesus, you have trouble with Buddha. Belief is exclusive. It creates a tunnel vision. Trust is different. Trust is in the totality of the cosmos. Trust has no object. It is not about trusting someone. It is just a quality of your being. You are trusting. It is like breathing. You don't breathe in something specific. You just breathe the air that surrounds you. Trust is the breath of the soul. When you have trust, you trust the trees. You trust the rivers. You trust the people. You trust the stars. You trust the moment. Even if the moment is difficult, even if there is pain, you trust. You say, this too is part of the totality. This too is needed for my growth. Belief creates a duality. I am here and the object of my belief is there. Trust dissolves the duality. I am not separate from the whole. I am a wave in the ocean. Why would the wave doubt the ocean? The wave is the ocean. This is why trust is so difficult for the ego. Belief strengthens the ego. I am a Christian. I am saved. I am special. The ego loves it. It gives you an identity. Trust kills the ego. To trust means to surrender. To trust means to say, I am not the doer. Existence is the doer. To float in the river. You have to cease to be a fighter. You have to disappear as a separate entity and let the river take you. Are you ready to disappear? That is the question. I am asking you today, are you ready to stop being a somebody with a pocket, full of beliefs, and become a nobody floating in the river of trust? It requires immense courage. Belief is for cowards. Trust is for the brave. Because when you trust, you have no guarantee. Listen to me. Belief gives you a guarantee. Believe in Jesus and you will go to heaven. It is a contract. It is a business deal. You pay with your belief. You get heaven in return. Trust has no guarantee. You jump into the unknown. You don't know where the river will take you. It may take you to the ocean. It may smash you against the rocks. But you trust. You say, whatever happens is good. If I am smashed against the rocks, that is what is needed. This unconditional acceptance is trust. You might think this sounds anti-scientific, but actually, real science begins with doubt. And real religion begins with trust. There are two wings. Science uses doubt to discover the laws of matter, and it has succeeded beautifully. Religion uses trust to discover the laws of consciousness, and it has also succeeded beautifully in the East, where we have produced Buddhas. The problem arises when you mix them up. If you use doubt in the inner world, you will destroy your peace. You will never find silence. You will go on analyzing, dissecting, questioning. What is love? What is meditation? You will dissect the rose to find its beauty, and you will only find chemistry. The beauty will disappear. In the inner world, logic is hindrance. In the inner world, you need the heart, not the head. And the heart knows how to trust. The heart does not know how to believe. Have you ever loved someone? When you fall in love, do you believe in the person? No, you trust them. It is a feeling, it is a vibe. If you tell your lover, I believe in you, it sounds legalistic, it sounds cold. But if you say, I trust you, it is warm. It is alive. I want you to fall in love with existence. I want you to have a love affair with the cosmos. My message to you is simple, but it is hard to practice. Drop your crutches. Your scriptures, your dogmas, your ideologies, they are crutches. They help you to limp, but they prevent you from dancing. You are healthy. You have strong legs, but you have been told for so long that you are a sinner, that you are weak, that you need these crutches to survive. I am taking your crutches away. You may fall down. You may be angry with me. You may cry. Osho, what are you doing? I cannot walk. I say, crawl if you have to. But use your own limbs, because only by using your own limbs will you regain your strength. The moment you throw away the belief, a tremendous vacuum is created. Panic arises. The doubt comes rushing in like a flood. Do not run away, let the doubt come. Let it flood you. Let it wash away everything that is false. Stand in the middle of the storm alone. And in that aloneness, in that total vulnerability, you will find a new quality arising, a subtle flower opening. That is trust. It comes only after the storm. It comes only when you have faced the doubt and found that there is something in you that is indestructible. But you are asking, so Osho, how do I make this transition? Where do I look if I don't look at the Bible or the Gita? You are asking for the manual. Now you are standing there empty-handed, and I can feel your panic. You are asking, oh, if I throw away the Bible, if I throw away the Gita, if I throw away the Quran, where will I find guidance? I will be lost in the dark. You have been conditioned to think that truth is something written in black ink on white paper. You have been conditioned to think that God wrote a book, published it, and gave it to a specific postman to deliver to you. It is hilarious. Do you think the creator of this vast, expanding, infinite universe is an author? Do you think he deals in words, in grammar, in punctuation? It has nothing to do with books, holy Bibles, Gitas, Qurans. No, these books are dead. They are dried leaves. They were green once when a master spoke them. When Jesus spoke, the words were fire. When Krishna spoke, the words were music. But the moment they were written down, the fire cooled. The music stopped. Now you are carrying the ashes. You are worshipping the cage. But the bird has flown away long ago. Why are you satisfied with dead words? Why do you want to drink from a stagnant pool when the fresh river is flowing right next to you? The scholars, the pundits, the theologians, they are all people of the dead letter. They fight over commas and semicolons. Did Jesus mean this? Did Muhammad mean that? They are like bald men fighting over a comb. I want you to drop the book. I want you to burn the library in your head. Because as long as you are reading the menu, you will never eat the food, and you are starving. If you drop the man-made scriptures, what remains? Then there is only one scripture which is spread all around you. Open your eyes. Look. It is written in the trees, in the rivers, in the ocean, in the stars. This is the only Bible that is uncorrupted. Man has not been able to distort it. Man has not been able to edit the sunrise. Man has not been able to censor the ocean. The trees are still innocent. The stars are still moving in their eternal dance. This is the living scripture. It is being written right now, in this very moment. Every leaf falling from the tree is a verse. Every wave crashing on the shore is a psalm. The silence of the night is a prayer deeper than any words you can utter. Why do you go to the synagogue? The real temple is under the open sky. Go to the forest. Have you ever sat by a tree and just listened, not analyzing the tree? This is an oak. This is a pine. No, that is the mind again. That is the botany book. Just sit. Feel the presence of the tree. It is alive. It is sucking water from the earth. It is drinking light from the sun. It is in a state of absolute meditation. It is not worried about the future. It is not regretting the past. It is simply here. If you can sit with the tree, if you can vibrate with the tree, suddenly you will understand more about godliness than all the theology schools put together. You will learn what it means to be rooted. You will learn what it means to rise towards the heights. You will learn patience. You will learn trust. The tree trusts existence. It does not hoard water for tomorrow. It trusts that when the thirst comes, the rain will come. This is the scripture I want you to read. But how to read this scripture? It is not written in English or Sanskrit or Arabic. It is written in a language that you have forgotten. It is written in the language of silence. And you don't have to read it. You have to be just silent. This is the key. To read a book, you need a sharp mind. You need logic. You need education. To read the book of nature, you need to put the mind aside. You need no mind. You have to tune yourself to the frequency of existence. Existence is broadcasting 24 hours a day. It is broadcasting love, life, joy, celebration. But your radio is tuned to the wrong station. Radio ego. Me. What about me? I am worried. I am special. Switch off the radio. When you are silent, really silent, not just keeping your mouth shut, but silencing the internal chatter, a miracle happens. It starts showering on you all its wisdom, which is eternal. Showering. I use this word deliberately. It is not a logical deduction. It is not like solving a mathematical problem step by step. No, it is a sudden downpour. You are just sitting there empty, and suddenly the whole sky falls into you. You are soaked in truth. You know? You don't know how you know, but you know. You know that you are immortal. You know that death is a lie. You know that love is the very stuff of the universe. This wisdom is not borrowed. It is yours. It has bubbled up from your own center, triggered by the silence of existence. And once you have tasted this showering, all the holy books look like toys for children. You will laugh at them. You will say, why was I wasting my time reading about water when I could have been drinking it? This is the mysterious world which is available to you. It is a mystery, and do not try to solve it. Science tries to solve the mystery. Religion tries to live the mystery. When you stand before the vast ocean, don't try to calculate its volume. Don't try to map it. Just be overwhelmed by it. Let the awe take you. Let the mystery penetrate you. If you can pass the jungle of questions and doubts, if you can leave behind the heavy luggage of your intellect, you enter this clearing. Reach into the clear where there are no questions and doubts and no answers either. I told you in the beginning, I am not here to give you answers, because an answer is a dead thing. An answer is a period. It stops the flow. In this clear space, there are no answers. But there is no problem either. The problem has disappeared. The questioner has disappeared. Just you are in utter silence, with immense clarity, with tremendous sharpness. This is what I call intelligence. See the difference? The intellectual person has a head full of answers, but he is confused, anxious, burdened. His eyes are dull. The intelligent person, the meditator, has no answers, but he has clarity. His eyes are shining. He sees things as they are. He acts spontaneously. His life is a response, not a reaction. That's why I am against belief, because it will never allow you to reach to this stage. Belief is the fog that prevents this clarity. Belief is the dust on the mirror. It will stop you in the very beginning of the journey. If you believe, you already know. You will not look. If you believe the map is the territory, you will never go on the journey. So I am taking away your map. I am tearing it up. I am leaving you alone in the wild. Because only in the wild can you find your own path. Only in the wild can you develop the muscles of your soul. This will bring you something totally different. What I call trust in existence. Trust is the fragrance of the flower of silence. When you are silent, you see that existence is taking care of everything. The heart beats without your help. The breath comes in and out without your effort. The food digests without your command. The planets spin without your supervision. A tremendous trust arises. If the universe can do all this, it can take care of me too. I am not an outsider. I am a child of this universe. That trust relaxes you. That trust allows you to let go. And in that letting go, you become a Buddha. My friends, do not be satisfied with being Christians, Hindus, Buddhists. These are small prisons. Do not be satisfied with being believers. That is a state of immaturity. I am inviting you to the open sky. I am inviting you to be a rebel against the dead past, a rebel against the imposed beliefs, a rebel for your own living experience. It is dangerous. I don't deny it. It is safer to be in the crowd, to be a sheep. The crowd gives you warmth, but the crowd is going to the slaughterhouse. The lion walks alone. Be a lion. Step out of the crowd. Drop the belief. Embrace the doubt. Travel through the jungle and come to the point of trust. I am against belief because I want you to come to the point of trust. That is my whole work. That is why I am speaking to you. That is why I am staring into your eyes. I want to wake you up from your dogmatic slumber. The morning has come. The sun is up. The birds are singing the living scripture. Are you going to keep sleeping, clutching your old holy books? Or are you going to wake up and dance with existence? The choice is yours. But remember, you cannot choose not to choose. Even indecision is a choice. If you stay where you are choosing death. If you move with me, you are choosing life. We have come to the end of this journey today. But for you, it should be the beginning. If these words have touched you, if they have shaken you, do not let the dust settle. Do something. Go out. Look at the sky for 5 minutes. Just look without words. And if you want to walk this path with us, if you want to be part of this caravan of rebels, then subscribe to this channel. Not to follow me, but to remind yourself. Share this video with someone you love, someone who is ready to drop the burden. And tell me in the comments below, one word, just one word, trust. If you write it, let it be a signature. Let it be a contract with yourself. From this moment, I move from belief to trust. I will be reading your names. I will be connecting with you in that silence.